Let me tell you a truth most people never face until it's too late. It's not the loud failures that destroy your life. It's not the moments when you fall flat on your face. It's not the people who doubt you out loud. It's the quiet things, the silent habits, the invisible patterns you repeat every single day. Those are the real killers, the silent assassins of success. They don't break down your walls in one blow. They eat them away, brick by brick, decision by decision, until one morning you wake up and realize your dreams have been robbed, and the thief was you. You see, the most dangerous prisons don't have bars. They have comfort. They have excuses. They have distraction. And you don't even realize you're locked in until the years are gone. Today, we're breaking out. We're hunting down every single one of those silent killers. And we're taking back control. So buckle up, because what you're about to hear might sting, but if you let it sink in, it might just save your future. Let's start with the oldest trick in the book, procrastination. It's not laziness. It's the art of lying to yourself beautifully. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow isn't a day. It's a mirage. A place where dreams go to die, slowly, quietly, and politely. You tell yourself, I just need to feel ready. But let me be brutally honest. You'll never feel ready. Because ready isn't a feeling, it's a decision. You want to know what readiness really is. It's saying, I'll figure it out along the way. Because let's be real, nobody ever said, man, I'm so glad I waited to chase my dream until I felt 100% comfortable. Nah, nobody ever. Procrastination isn't time management. It's fear management. Fear disguised as logic. Fear wearing the mask of being responsible. But what if, instead of delaying because you're scared of failing, you started because you're scared of staying the same? Because here's the scary part. One day you'll look back and realize your later turned into never. So start small, start messy, start scared. Just start. Because the future doesn't belong to the smartest. It belongs to the starters. Excuses are like invisible seatbelts. They keep you from crashing. But they also keep you from taking off. I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have connections. You know what that really means? I don't believe I can do it with what I have right now. Excuses are self-sabotage disguised as strategy. And the more intelligent you are, the more creative your excuses sound. Some of y'all are so good at making excuses, you could win an Oscar for best drama in a life not lived. Losers make promises they often break. Winners make commitments they always keep. When you catch yourself explaining why something can't be done, stop and instead ask, what can I do right now? Because excuses steal opportunities one moment at a time. They shrink your future into something your past can handle, and your dream. It deserves better than that. But there's something even more dangerous than excuses. Something that doesn't just waste your time, it owns it. We live in the noisiest world ever created. Everybody's shouting for your attention, and you're giving it away one swipe at a time. You wake up, check your phone, and before you even take your first sip of coffee, you've already been programmed. Distraction is the drug of the decade, and the withdrawal symptoms. Anxiety, burnout, lost dreams. But here's the truth. The enemy of progress isn't laziness. It's distraction disguised as productivity. You scroll, research, plan, take notes, organize, highlight, but never execute. That's not learning. That's looping. You don't need another motivational reel. You need to put the damn phone down and move. Focus is the new currency of greatness. And if you can't control your attention, you'll never control your outcomes. Because if you're not building your dream, someone out there is distracting you to build theirs. Listen closely. You can't heal in the same environment that broke you. Some of you are stuck because you're surrounded by the wrong voices. You're trying to grow in soil that's toxic every time. You get excited about your future. Somebody says, don't get your hopes up. Be realistic. Life doesn't work that way. No, life works exactly that way for the people who believe it does. Negative environments are dream suffocators. They drain your energy slowly until you don't even believe in your own potential anymore. You can't hang out with complainers and expect to feel like a conqueror. That's like expecting a salad to taste like steak just because it's next to one. Sometimes you gotta love people from a distance. You're not being rude, you're being responsible. Protect your energy like it's gold, because it is. And if they don't clap when you win, don't invite them to the next round. But what happens when the negativity doesn't come from others, but from inside your own head? This one hits deep, because no matter how motivated you get, if your inner voice keeps saying you can't, you'll find a way to prove it right. Self-doubt doesn't scream. It whispers quietly, persistently, right before every big decision. You're not ready? You're not like them. You'll embarrass yourself. Sound familiar? That's not reality. That's fear trying to sound logical. Let me remind you of something. Every great person you admire started as a beginner. They weren't confident, they were committed. It's not what you are that holds you back. It's what you think you're not. You read that again. You don't need more talent. You need more belief. Confidence isn't something you find. It's not hiding under your couch. You build it, one uncomfortable step at a time. Every time you do something scared, your self-doubt gets a little weaker. Every time you keep going when you want to quit, your confidence gets a little louder. So stop negotiating with fear. You owe your future more than your comfort. Speaking of comfort, let's talk about the killer that most people defend. Comfort is sneaky. It feels good, smells good, sounds peaceful, but it's the most expensive habit you'll ever have. You think you're resting, but really you're rusting. Comfort whispers, take it easy, chill out, you've done enough. And before you know it, enough becomes your identity. Growth never happens in easy mode. Comfort doesn't build character. It builds complacency. You can't be praying for growth while sleeping in the soil of comfort, my friend. You gotta get uncomfortable enough to change. Think about it. When you go to the gym, it's the pain that creates the muscle. When you challenge your mind, it's the pressure that creates the power. Comfort sells peace. But what it really delivers is regret. And regret, that's the only pain that never leaves. But there's one last killer. One that hides deeper than all the rest. The one that makes even successful people feel empty inside. Let's get real for a second. What's the point of all your effort? If you don't know why you're doing it, you can grind, hustle, and achieve. But if your life has no direction, you'll still wake up feeling lost. Purpose isn't luxury. It's oxygen. Without it, your soul suffocates slowly. You don't need the perfect plan. You need a reason that keeps you moving when you want to quit. Because when you have purpose, every challenge becomes a chapter, not a curse. Every delay becomes direction, not denial. Winners have a definite purpose. Losers have vague desire. And he was right. Without a clear why, every how feels heavy. But once you find that why, you become unstoppable, unshakable, unbreakable. Your life becomes bigger than you. Your actions start echoing beyond your own timeline. So ask yourself right now, what's driving me? What's my reason? What legacy am I building while I'm breathing? Because the day you find your purpose is the day every silent killer loses its power. So let's recap. Here are the 7 silent killers of success. Procrastination. Excuses, distraction, negative environments, self-doubt, comfort, lack of purpose. But remember this, the goal isn't to destroy them, it's to dominate them. You'll still feel fear, you'll still be tempted to delay, you'll still crave comfort. But winners don't wait for silence. They win despite the noise. Think of it like this. You're not supposed to have an easy road. You're supposed to have the courage to drive it anyway. Success isn't luck. It's structure, it's discipline. It's doing what needs to be done long after the mood is gone. And if you can train yourself to do that, you'll scare the version of you that once settled for less. Because you weren't born to blend in, you were born to break patterns. To rewrite your story. To silence those killers and let your greatness speak. Now that you know the killers, it's time to master the cure. Your next step is where the real transformation begins. Where you take that focus, that fire, and lock it so tight that your goals become your only language. Because when you focus on your goals, you don't just achieve them, you shock everyone who doubted you. So don't stop here. Click the next video, focus on goals, and shock everyone. Let it rewire your drive, let it reset your fire, because your future is waiting, and it's tired of waiting on you. Remember this, the killers are silent. But so is greatness, until you let it roar.